Today has been an exceptionally hard day. Uh, it's crazy. We go through life and a lot of things come and go and happen to us. People enter and leave our lives. But there's influential people who come around and either help you with your perspective on life or people who make you look at things differently just in general, or maybe people you care about more than most. I think we can go with that. That you care about them probably more than most. Uh, Something can happen to certain people and it just doesn't really phase you, but when it's someone closer to you, it definitely affects you. I'm not going to say names, but um, one of my coworkers passed yesterday, and I've known him for about 5 years. But I think what got me was he was a man who lived his life his way. He was a curator at our museum here at the university. And I mean, he's just an all around awesome guy. I mean, he's a New Yorker. He grew up in New York. He lived 62 years before he passed. And I think the thing that got me the most, and it's been still, you know, something that's got my attention, is he lived doing what he wanted to do. So many of us don't live doing what we want to do. We live to do, well, we live a life based on the need to survive. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't have a plan, you don't have a career path that makes sense, you find something that you're able to do, you just do it. And you find a way to move up as much as possible and succeed at that. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you have a creative spirit and you're talented and you have gifts and you want to find a way to give back, it's frustrating when you have to work, doing certain things just to be okay because you can't work doing the thing you love. And I think what he did that I guess got my attention is the fact that he found a way to work the way he wanted to work, doing what he loved, and was able to find a way to get paid to do that. And that, I think, speaks volumes and is amazing. And, beyond that, just being an overall nice, amazing, peaceful person, open-minded, never negative about anything. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still a New Yorker, so, when he's tough, he's tough. But overall, I mean, he's just a nice guy. And it makes me really think about, why are we here? Like, why? You wake up, you go to work, you move a stack of papers from one side of your desk to the other side of your desk, you clock out, and then you go home. And you come in the morning again the next day and you do the same thing again. And that bothers me because that is not what life is supposed to be designed for. Again, if you don't have a creative bone or you don't have a skill that can be turned into something monetary, by all means, you should find a career and be the best at that career. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's a tax attorney or an administrator of some sort, and yeah, you move the paper from one side of the desk to the other, but be the best at that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I personally have a problem with that because it's not who I am, and it really bothers me. I came to California to do music production, and I'm very good at it. And I fell out of love with it when the industry went through its phases, and I've recently kind of rekindled my love for it, so I've been kind of playing around with the idea of going back into it. But in the middle of all of this, I started doing the YouTube channel, and I fell in love with that, like, more. And my care and love affair with car stuff, like everything related to cars, is huge. And I'm wondering if it's something I should pursue more than trying to pursue the music stuff. And it doesn't mean I'm going to quit my job. I mean, I have kids and I have a wife, and that would be stupid. I'm not telling anybody to do that. I'm just saying that when you're not living the way you feel you should live, it's time to reevaluate what's the best way to do that, or possibly even a way to incorporate what you do into your livelihood without taking away too much from other things. It's a give and take. There's a balance that has to be had. And if you don't have that balance, it's not going to happen. If you work too much and you're never home for your family, that's going to be a problem. If you are, always, 100% for your family, and you don't even give yourself 5% as an adult, you're going to feel that. What I do at YouTube takes no time. I mean, I think that's probably why I like it so much. It's effortless. It's something I love. I can do the research for a lot of the stuff I need to do in 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I know what I'm looking for. I know the behaviors and the cultures of things related to, the car world. I get it all. So it doesn't take me long. It's something that I'm passionate about. So it takes no time for me to do it. Same thing happened when I used to do music production. I could make a instrumental in 20 minutes, and it would take a couple hours to mix it down the way it's supposed to be, because that's just the reality of how things work. But I think that I've spent too much time not doing something that I'm passionate about. But at the same time, I want to ensure that I'm still doing something related to, well, I can't even say that. Let's just say it this way. I love where I work. And there are very few scenarios that would tell me to leave my job. And I don't have any of them coming to mind anytime soon. I love where I work. But that being said, I will definitely be incorporating more of what I do with YouTube into my life, and finding ways to balance that with having my family. I think that will bring me the happiness I'm looking for, probably more so than me trying to dive into the music stuff hard like I did before, because I don't want to lose time with my family. And I mean, that for me, that's the most important thing, being able to balance all of this with your family. If I can't give my kids and my wife my full attention when I'm present, that's a problem. And sometimes I think with the working world, work gets in the way to the point that you don't give your family that full attention. And that's not right. We were told to pursue, the work environment in a manner that doesn't make sense with the life environment. And we have to find a way to balance that. And for that, I thank him for showing me that part of his life. That I felt was amazing. And it helped me rethink a lot of things when it came to how I do things. So for that, I praise his life, and I appreciate him being in my world. And I'm sad that he's gone. I don't do these things too often, so I think I'm going to stop here. Also, it's starting to get hot inside of the car with the windows closed. I'm starting to sweat a little bit. But, yeah, I wanted to get that off my chest, and I didn't know how to do that, and I kind of wanted to be honest about it. I could have written a post. I didn't want to do that. I just kind of wanted to get it out, and I feel better that I did. So I will reach out and touch base with you guys later. I have a video coming next week, by the way, too. I know I'm way behind on my videos. It's just been a lot going on. It'll be explained in the video. You guys will see that. All right. Catch you later.